What up? What up? What up? Welcome to Brick House Radio Live. Yeah, so your girl had a long night. Having some technical issues again this week. I apologize. It is not me. Um, it is an outage in my area with the Wi-Fi because of the heat. This is the second day in a row. If anybody has a sound, um, best wishes to you. So yeah, so I'm still here though. I'm here. I'm here. I made it. Yes, I'm giving y'all the shades because I'm feeling shady today. Um, it's been a rough week for you, girl, but it's also been prosperous. Um, there's a few things. There's something specifically that I wanted to speak on last week that I didn't, and that is I touched on it briefly, but the importance of undergarments and how they can complement your outfit. Now, for those that are very petite, it's a little easier for you guys. And yeah, you may not have to, but if you are voluptuous and curvaceous, might want to look into some good undergarments. I'm just saying, so you're not looking sloppy. Like, I came up in an era, if you had large breast, you didn't just walk around with no bra on. You didn't do that. You didn't do that. So, I mean, that's just different for me. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, I got a co-host with me today. Say good morning, Esquire. Say good morning. He smells so wonderful, y'all. He went to the groomers yesterday. But because of the heat, I'm gonna cut his hair down some more. If he's gonna hang out with mommy, you can't be all nasty and sweaty. You can't be. Let me bring this a little closer, maybe. Let's close. Come a little closer. Don't be shy. This is Esquire. Fucking lost his nameplate yesterday at the groomers. I know, Buppy. I know. I yell at you too, Buppy. But yeah, so yeah, it's important to wear good undergarments because again, it could make or break your outfit. And that's real talk. That is real talk. Um, I'm glad y'all here. I want to give a shout out to Pocket 3. We originally, as a family, were going to see them perform today at 12 o'clock, but as you see, it is hot as shit outside, and my youngest is type 2 diabetic, and I don't know if I wanted to have her out in that heat, and that's the thick of the heat at 12 o'clock. You know what I mean? So we'll see y'all later on in Annapolis at the Juneteenth celebration. So we'll probably be there later today. Staying hydrated, of course, and out of the way. Stop, Buppy. Stop, Buppy. Um, we talked about inappropriate work behavior um, last week as well, but I just wanted to touch on the fact of, you know, happen. I'm just gonna say I'm back. So I don't know what's gonna happen, guys. So I would like for you. I'm gonna give you a disclaimer at this point. Um, we may be going in and out. I don't know. If y'all still want to hear what I gotta say, that's what I'm here for, and I'm still gonna say it. But also like, oh God. So like the heat is really affecting stuff, like even the internet service and stuff like that. So that's crazy. I I'm looking forward to next week's show. Um, I will be posting the flyer regarding that within the next 24 to 48 hours. So you guys will know who next week. We're actually going to have another guest. We had the boss lady last week, Miss Yani Amir, who is the creator of Brick House Entertainment. I'm just a small entity of what Miss Yani Amir is capable of. I'm just a small entity. So I just teamwork made the dream work. But far as this Brick House Radio Live, that's me. That's me. The Brick House Radio portion, that's her, but doing it live, that's me. We went from radio to live. So you can see what I'm saying. So you can see these words that are coming out of my mouth. How about that? Um, I also want to touch on being grateful. And what I mean by that is I had a lunch yesterday with somebody that I was grateful to have in my life. Um, she was an ex-girlfriend of one of my uncles, and she always took a liking to me as a little girl. And I thanked her yesterday. Like we cried, we talked because I know I cried, and I'm not a crier, but you just don't know how much she was a big influence on me, and I didn't realize it until recently. Like some of the stuff that I like is because of her. She's the reason why I like Big Hair and Shaka Khan. She's the reason why I like Cameo and Confunction. Um, she's the reason why she's a contributing factor. Let's say that she's a contributing factor on to why I'm very anal about my appearance. Um, just to give y'all a little insight, I was maybe about 4 or 5. She was taking me to the circus. It was Easter. So, of course, I had my little Easter dress on. I looked amazing, per usual. Shout out to Miss Hope, my stylist. But there was a chocolate bunny involved. And it was one of those chocolate bunny lollipop type things when you get the chocolate bunny and it's on the stick. Well, the heat and the stick didn't work. Kamala wasn't supposed to be eating that goddamn bunny anyway. Kamala was gonna probably get everything the fuck she wanted when she went inside the circus. Kamala opened that goddamn bunny and the chocolate went everywhere. Dress, me, no matter what I did, it was no getting around it. So guess what Kamala did? Didn't go to the circus. She didn't want to take me in there with chocolate on my dress, and they thought this baby had shit all over herself. Oh God. But at the end of the day, there were a many of things that we did. Trips to the museum, sleepovers. Like, yo, they didn't cut your nails. I'll take you in to get your nails cut next week. But yeah, yeah. So hey man, look, let me tell you something. She she gave a little black girl some hope. And that ain't even no pun, being as though that was my mama name. But ultimately, She gave me attention that nobody else did. I mean, not nobody. I'm not going to say nobody. She gave me the attention that I deserved as a little girl. Let's say that. Because her and my godmother Joyce spent a lot of time with me as a little girl, and they always kept me safe. They always had activities for me to do, and they always kept me entertained. And I really love and respect that. And to see her after all these years, and you know, she still got love for a sister. It, listen, and that's the thing of it with people that I know me. Y'all call me by my government because growing up, all that killer cam shit, that didn't start at home. That was the streets. My dad was very big on my name. He was very big on me being an individual. And luckily, in recent events, that name has helped me. Not because they think I'm the vice president. Let me tell you something. I had a virtual interview last week. The woman told me, "Your name is powerful." Do you understand how many times my dad told me that? And this is before Kamala Harris. This is the reason why he named me that because he didn't want his daughter to be cookie cut. He didn't want his oldest daughter to be cookie cut. And what I mean by that is this is his example. Kamala, I named you that because if we in the mall somewhere and I yell out Kamala, everybody's not going to turn around. But if I named you Keisha, do you know how many motherfuckers would turn around? Point taken. Point taken. That's just like now. My oldest daughter, her name is Kanaja. Didn't hear that name anywhere else. Didn't know anyone named Kanaja. I decided that's what I wanted to name my daughter. It's kind of made up, but since then, so many people I know now have named their daughter that. But again, you're not going to hear it every other person. You're not. You're not. My son's name is Kai. His middle name is Lee. Sometimes people misconstrue his nationality because of the Kai Lee. Well, again, I wanted my son to be an individual. He could have been Calvin Lee Allen Jr. the third very easily. I chose to stand up for my son. And not saying it was a rah rah protest. No, it was just the fact that I wanted to allow my son to be an individual. I didn't want him to be grouped into his father and his grandfather's legacy and have that weighing on him on top of the fact of life itself. And what I say by that, a lot of times when you take on somebody's name, there comes a responsibility with that name as well. I didn't want that pressure on my baby. I wanted him to be able to live free and be able to be himself. And then the last one that I have, her name is Karen. Yes, if you Google it, it is a common name in Scotland. It is actually a man's name, but I have made it unisex. Look at her. She's beautiful. And she's not a boy, Damon. And her name fits her. She looks like a Karen. And guess what, guys? Every one of my kids had their name by the time I was 6 months pregnant. So in the womb, I started calling them by their name. So when they were hearing and listening to mommy's voice, they heard mommy calling their name. That's how I refer to my kid. This is why my kids are smart. And I'm not saying it because, oh, I injected the smart gene. No, I'm just saying because of their learning process. I started with them inside the womb. And I gave them an opportunity because I didn't drink and I didn't smoke and I didn't do drugs and I didn't involve myself in violent behavior or activities. Like I didn't put my babies in danger. Maybe that's the one thing I should say to sum it all up. And I gave them an opportunity. So that's different for me, I guess. But yep, I named my kids all letter K's because I just had a feeling that none of them were going to look like me. So I at least wanted them to have something besides my DNA. And that's the letter K because I'm a K. Let's see. Here we go with this guy. Look at this little. He just want to lay here and be the puppy. You want to lay here and be the puppy? Okay, puppy. Okay, puppy. So I had a good ass night last night. Everybody, happy belated Juneteenth. I'm gonna say that happy belated Juneteenth. Uh, happy belated Juneteenth. And City of Annapolis will be celebrating today at the Bates Field. So I'll see a few of y'all down there as well. Um, and I want to say something else too, because I know a lot of y'all be complaining on shit. I'm tired of saying got the job. I'm tired of saying got the job. And you always gotta say got bitch. At least they're trying to go to work. And I as a always I got the job ass bitch. And I'm making faultless. Because I move jobs. I haven't been saying like I would change every 3 years. And that is sometimes because money, the atmosphere, for whatever reason, in about 3 years, I be moving on. Whether they kick me out or I move on peacefully. But I will say this is when they sitting around and they not saying, I don't got the job. When they not trying to get the job. That is the problem. Not keep switching jobs or whatever, but people got to find a niche. Excuse me, or their niche, as some people would say, the actual pronunciation. But still, you have to find your niche. And hopefully, within the next 30 days, I'll be comfy in mind. Oh, yes, I do have opportunities. Cause see, this is what I've learned. And they always say when one door closes, another one opens. Let me tell you about my doors. Let me explain my doors. So here we are. Wasn't into dentistry at all. Didn't want to deal with the medical field at all. COVID hit. Looked for a job. Job in the hospital. Not getting paid. My mom had died. It was going on. They said out. So we parted. Um, found the medical administrative, the marketing administrative. Still fast forward a Yeah. So an associate of mine kept nagging me, but I'm not gonna say nagging, was very persistent in recommending me to get into dentistry. She assured me it was easy. Um, on, boop de boop, cool. So gave it the college try. I learned a lot. I'm not gonna say it wasn't worth it or anything like that. I learned a lot. And I also learned how jealous and catty women can be. And this is my issue. I am tired of being made out a black woman. You can't throw stones and hide your hands. Not cool, people. Not cool. And what I say by it is you can't poke the bear and then wonder why it growls. Okay. Um, my associate wasn't what I thought. Um, I was judged, and it was a lot of assumptions made about me, prerequisites or whatever you want to call it, prejudgments, whatever you want to call it. It was a lot of that. It was a lot of assumptions made about me because motherfuckers wasn't coming to me asking me shit. They were assuming, not because of what they saw, but what they think they saw. So it in turn caused conflict. And my manager at the time, the fact that I'm going to say this, if you are in management and you don't know what the word remedial means, you shouldn't be in management. You shouldn't be anybody's manager, supervisor, office manager, overseer, or whatever title that gives you the right to tell other people what to do. If you don't know what remedial is, you shouldn't be supervising anyone. And that was kind of my problem with her. And I'm going to say problem because it wasn't a problem at first until she made it a problem. For one, you're not going to talk to me crazy. I don't listen. I don't care what nobody says. I talk to people with respect. I'm disrespected. Now, there was an alleged incident where her and I exchanged um unpleasantries loudly. She was very judgy and she was dead fucking wrong. And when I say dead wrong, you were blaming me for something that I had no knowledge about and nothing to do with. But you assumed that it was me. Yes, I'm going to defend myself. You're not going to blame me for some shit that I didn't do. I'm a grown woman. I know what my capabilities are. I know what I do and what I don't do. But what you're not going to do, I don't care if you're my supervisor. You're not going to blame me for shit that I didn't do. And just because you're my supervisor doesn't mean I'm going to be okay with it to save my job. No, no, no. I would not compromise my, it ain't even pride. It's just like my character. I'm not going to compromise my character to satisfy your need for authority. No, we're not doing that. I was accused of being violent at work. They said that everybody in my office was walking on eggshells and was scared to say anything to me. Oh, you were scared to say anything to me, but bitch, if I bought something to eat, what you wasn't scared to ask for it, and you damn sure wasn't scared to eat it without my permission. Right. Oh, because I want people just taking shit off my desk. That was an issue. Why? Because 99% of the shit that was on my desk, I fucking bought myself. So yes, I don't want you taking shit off my desk that I paid for. Not the company, not the office, bitch, me. Talking about eating dicks out loud on lunch, inappropriate work behavior. Never done that out loud. But guess what? Not my monkeys, not my circus. So it's a lot of things that contributed to my light being weird now. It was a lot of things that contributed to me moving on to another position. Oh, and it wasn't because I was actually fired. And the reason why I wasn't fired because I didn't actually do anything within guideline to get fired. Um, it was personal. But I thank you for personally removing me so now I can move on and work somewhere where I'm appreciated. Because regardless of what you thought about me, I wasn't a bad employee. I was there. I was present. I did what was asked of me. And no, I didn't rebel against everything. I spoke to everybody. I was pleasant. Only time there were issues is when motherfuckers didn't get their way. But y'all owing thousands of dollars and don't want to pay, but you're mad at me. Y'all had it. I hope it's working out for y'all. I hope it's working out for y'all. So hopefully the lies that y'all told about, oh, she was overcharging. It How am I overcharging for some shit that I don't know how much it costs? Mhm. I don't set up the database. I don't set up the computers. I don't put in the codes. I don't put in the prices. But that's fine too. I love it. I love it. I love it when I'm underestimated. So now I will be moving on to greener pastures. And guess who my boss is? Me. Somebody respects and understands me as a person and is willing to give me an opportunity, even after I explain to them my professionalism and me being stern is sometimes misconstrued for being mean. So they say there's a lid for every pot. Well, hopefully this one fits. I am tired of dealing with catty ass bitches in the workplace. And when I say by catty, I mean doing little dumb undertone jealous shit, throwing jabs, throwing shots, inconveniencing people, jeopardizing their jobs, that type of shit. I'm so done with it. I listen. The only thing I actually have not done at work or experienced at work with myself is the actual fisticuffs. I've had arguments. I've cussed out supervisors. I've walked off jobs, but I've never beat the fuck out nobody at work. Thank you, Jesus. Because this could have been a collect call if I had done that. But ultimately, yeah, yeah. Because I've had crackhead supervisors. I've had inexperienced supervisors. I've had racist supervisors. And I've had like that who you think you talking to shit. Doesn't fly with me. Your supervisor yelling at you, tell you, come here, get back over here. That doesn't fly with me either. That is so unprofessional, especially if you're a grown person. You don't talk to grown people like they're little kids. You talk to them like grown people. I don't give a fuck if you are the supervisor. You respect that employee as a equal person. You feel me? Know the pay rate is different. Know the titles are different. But guess what? Both of y'all walk in a parking lot and both of y'all get hit by a car, same shit is likely to happen. Die or traumatically injured. Same thing. That employee gonna bleed like you gonna bleed. You feel what I'm saying? Be respectful. Be respectful. And that's another thing. I am very respectful. People seem to think because I say things that you don't agree with that I'm disrespectful. Disrespect comes in different forms, but usually people assume disrespect when they don't understand. And that's just me. When you assume, you make an ass out yourself. You do. Well, today's show didn't actually go the way that I wanted it to. And that is because I was unable to go on my computer for some reason. Like I said, the internet has been bugging for the last 2 days in my area because of the heat. Um, it'll probably kick back on later. Like, I don't know. But I I'm really grateful for everything that has been a positive in my life in the last week. So I definitely appreciate coming on here every week and talking to y'all and popping my shit. Cause I just feel like this world is full of so much phoniness. I just feel like this world is so full of fucking fakeness and facades, and people are enamored by it. And they don't understand the difference between entertainment and reality sometimes. The lines are blurred. The lines are blurred. And I'm not gonna sit here with blurred lines. No disrespect to the song, but like ultimately, I'm not gonna sit here with blurred lines. I'm not. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like whatever. Like I'm not. Nigga, I had a long night last night. Not a long night in a bad way, but was hanging out with my girls. We was out, doing us. Hey, how y'all doing? Just, living. And see, and that's the wrong. Like a lot of people, I will say this: live how you see fit. And the reason why I say that is because it's a lot of people that's taking flights. Y'all getting flued out. Y'all going to islands and doing all type of snazzy things. And that's no disrespect if you can do it. Shit, live your life. Shit, that's your narration. That is your, you know what I mean. That's your story. That's your storyline. You know what I mean. Everybody else, that may not be it. Cause see, my thing of it is, it ain't about where you at. It's who you're with. I could be right here, but if the right people are around, it's the memories that you make. It's not where you're at. It's about the memories you make. And that was the one thing I think that a lot of people got misconstrued with people from down by waters because ultimately, yo, we didn't have to leave the neighborhood and we'll have an excellent time. We would have a good ass night. We would enjoy ourselves and shit would be fire. Shit would be fire. So, yeah, put the bright light on now. Hey, yeah, I was wondering why my light was going down. It wasn't plugged up, y'all. Yes, I know I probably look extra yellow under the light, but that's fine. I'll take that. I will take that. Um, Y'all I say things that, they didn't understand, they don't understand, they won't understand, you know? But yes, it is going to be a hot one today. This light is remedial. You know what? I'm not gonna even touch it no more. I'm gonna leave it just like this. Boom. Y'all can still see me. I'm so light skinned that you can still fucking see me. Let me do this. Boom. You can still see me. Irregardless. Irregardless. I just, I just love being genuine. I love being honest. And that, I think, has been my gift and my curse. And that's why I think sometimes that it becomes a problem with people because certain things they're not used to hearing the honesty. And here I am just blurting it out. You know, I just wasn't built to be a compulsive liar because I can't say I've never lied in my life. Everybody's lied. Some form of fashion, you have lied, but it's all in the consistency. I don't like to lie. And I'm being honest. I don't like to. I'd rather be honest because a lot of times when you tell a lie, you got to keep up with it. That's what yours be for that. I can't keep keeping up with them lies. Truth stay the same. So if I tell the truth, I ain't got to worry about remembering what I said in the lie. All I got to do is remember the truth. That's it. And that's where I'm at with it. It's all about remembering the truth. Because that's what I'm about. It's all about the truth. So I guess we all gonna be family out here today for those that'll be at the Juneteenth festival in Annapolis. Pray for your girl, right, y'all? Cause I ain't gonna lie, I still don't know what the fuck I'm gonna wear. It's gonna be the smallest outfit I can wear. No disrespect, honey. I can't be out there melting. I can't be out there melting. Uh, uh, I ain't put no motherfucking makeup on. Shit. You see this face? This how you gonna see me today. I probably put a little lips on, but that's about it. It too hot. It too hot. Look at this nigga. Look at him, y'all. Let me turn this light on so y'all can see this motherfucker. Y'all see? Why is he laying on my desk like that? Why is he doing that? And y'all love that nigga Esquire. Y'all love him. That's my guy though. He's my favorite puppy. He ain't gonna be my friend. He ain't gonna be my friend when I go pull the fuck clippers out. But you know what? All honesty, Esquire is a good dog. He really is. He's my honey sweetie. Think about it. He been sitting here this whole time. You ain't heard him whimper or fucking bark or nothing. He just been laying here. He's just like he has a demeanor of one of my actual kids. Anybody know my kids? They pretty much laid back, good manners. That's the puppy. That is the puppy. And that's why me love him. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Take it his nails. Get his nails good. You'll see his girl Cynthia. At least he can be able to see. And she cut his face good. I don't do too good with that. But I'm gonna take a lot of this fur off today, baby. He gonna be bucket naked. Yeah, this fur is coming off, puppy. Mommy gonna shave it down. To see what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna hit his ass with the scissors first. I think that will give me a faster cut. So I'm not doing it. Because usually what I do it with the clippers, and I just trim them at the end. No, I think I'm gonna go in deep with the scissors and just start hacking that shit off and then use the clippers and even it out. But I'm gonna make sure he right though. I'm just so sad. That I lost his fucking name too. I don't know how the fuck I did that. I don't know how, but I'm probably gonna call because I still think I dropped that shit in the groomers somewhere. I wonder if somebody found it, they're gonna mail it to me because our address is on there. Hope they don't come with no dumb shit. They gonna come up, fuck around with the fuck around. Don't come around here with the fuck around. How does this thing always do that? Oh yeah, son. I get it. I get it, son. But I'm just so thankful for the things that I had learned as far as the previous situation. And I'm moving on into a better one. Moving on to a better one. I'm definitely happy about that. I mean, a motherfucker can say what they want. Oh, bitch, you just did it. Guess what? I never give up, though. I am not a quitter. I don't just lay there and take that shit. I don't. So I'm always gonna exude resilience no matter what. No matter what the situation is. Um, and I'm not gonna always react the way people think I am. Just know that. So before you assume anything about me, make sure you do your homework. Make sure you do your homework. I'm full of surprises. I'm full of surprises. So yeah, just coming out of that situation. And like, you know what's so crazy though? As she was telling me that my position was coming to an end, you could see her holding back the smile and the laughter. That's the part that got me. Anybody that knows somebody's giving you some news you don't want to hear, the last thing you want a motherfucker to do is be happy about it. Because you already assume that they're happy that it's something that's detrimental to you. But to know, to see the emotion is a difference to assume the emotion, but to actually see it, amazing. But guess what your girl did? I didn't react. I just bowed out gracefully, and I'm glad that I did because guess what? I guarantee I'll be making more money than her in the next 30 days. So I'm cool. I guarantee the staff will respect me more than her staff respects her. I don't need friends at work, and that's no disrespect, meaning I don't need to be friendly with you in order to do my job. I don't need to hang out with you. I don't need us to dress alike every day and shit like that. Shit, elementary shit. I don't need that. And I'm not into the clicky shit. Like, yeah, a lot of times people say, oh, I ain't this. Listen, even though I ran with Bywater Honeys, I had friends outside of that. I never let that restrict my friendships. Other people restrict their friendship with me because of my association. And that was their choice. That was their choice. And I accepted that. But me as a person, I've never determined my status. I've never determined the status of a friendship on my status as a person. That's the best way I can put it. Never, ever, ever. It's all in how you treat me. And that sounds selfish, but if you treat me shitty, who wants to be friends with somebody that treats you shitty? You feel what I'm saying? I'm not saying you gotta buy me a car to be my friend. No, I'm just saying just be genuine. And I can accept that. I can accept that. I don't care if you don't have to do anything for me. Um, I try not to be a super beggy ass person. You know what I mean? So I'm not running around telling motherfuckers they owe me money or they owe me anything. Like, if you do, you owe me. I ain't gotta tell you. So it's no sense of making it a big issue, you know. And my message is not to drag people down, but I am on a truth mission. So I will say this personally. Do not ask me a question if you don't want the answer to it. So I'm going to say this again. I'm not going to lie to save nobody's reputation. I'm done with that shit. I'm nobody's PR person at this point. If you ask me something and I answer it, it's going to be truthful. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything anymore. I'm not going to act like things aren't happening. And I'm not going to act like things haven't happened. I'm not going to act like my association with people are the same when I know the fuck that they're not. I'm not going to say, oh, you seen so and so. Now, I'm not saying I'm just out to be dragging motherfuckers. Let's be clear. Not my intentions at all. Not to do that. But again, don't be surprised if you ask me something and I don't respond the way that you expect for me to. Again, not out here to disrespect nobody, not out here to drag nobody. I'm just on a mission of truth. That's it. I'm just here to speak my truth. And that's it. Motherfuckers can say what they want. Call me and say, oh, did you say this about me? Yep. If I said it, I'm damn sure going to tell you I said it. That's the difference between me and probably 99.5% of people in this world. I don't got no reason to lie because I'm not going to say shit out my mouth that I can't stand by. I'm just not going to do it. So, what is today? Today. Mm. So, yeah, it is what it is, man. So, I just want people to understand that, you know, I'm never going to be phony. Like, I just realized that being real, sometimes people say, yeah, being too real fuck you up. You got to put on a facade here and there or whatever. I don't call it being phony when it's time for you to be professional or it's time for you to be stern. You know what I mean? I don't call that being phony. When you have to adjust to your environment, that's not being phony. That is making an adjustment because that still doesn't change who you are as a core, as a person. It is just the way that you do things. Sure, when I go to work, people can say what they want, but starting off, no, I don't curse. And I say starting off because it depends on how comfortable I get with the people around me. And it's usually because I see their level of comfortability with me first. Okay. Um, yeah. I address people properly by their names. Sometimes every now and again, make little nicknames for people. Cool. And it's not to be disrespectful. It's just a little inside joke or whatever. And it's usually not offensive. And some people take to it and some people don't. Most people do though. I've never really, really heard nobody say any little nickname that, oh, I don't like that. At least I don't remember offhand. At least I don't remember offhand. But if so, if I offended you with that, I apologize. Wasn't to be ignorant or offensive. Not at all. Not at all. I again, I'm really happy with the things that are turning around here at Casa de la Allen. And I appreciate everybody that tunes in every week. Like, listen, this is something that over the years has helped me through a lot. And it's been times I have helped other people. And I'm so grateful for that. I'm so, if any episode of Brick House Radio or Brick House Radio Live that you've ever watched or listened to, and somehow it has impacted you, whether it be give you a laugh or maybe give you some information you didn't know, the fact that you watched, thank you. Because you didn't have to. Like, I know I probably could get more people to watch because there's so many people that don't like my personality. There's so many people that don't like who I am. It's so many people and I don't focus on that. I don't focus on the don'ts. I don't. I don't. Like, if it's one person watching, if it's one person that watches these videos, I'm cool because this is something that I love to do. Like, nobody understands where this started for me from a little girl. My little sister couldn't even barely talk, and I was like interviewing her. I was like 9 years old, 10 years old, making interview tapes. I knew how to use a tape recorder since I was like 3. Knew what the record button was for, whatever, whatever. Knew how to record over tapes that was already recorded. Like, listen, this is comfortable for me. It's comfortable for me. I could do this in front of a live studio audience if they let me. I could do it. I could do it if they let me. And I would come out looking fabulous either every day or every week, however the show would go. Absolutely. And not because I'm wearing Gucci or whoever. No, because that's how I feel. I always feel fabulous. I feel fabulous right now. That's why I threw my hair on, child. I wasn't gonna give y'all the lonely pony. I wasn't gonna give y'all just the little bun up top. No. And I threw these shades on. Because I'm fabulous. I'm fabulous. Regardless. Took me a long time to love myself. And the fact that I do bothers people at times. It bothers people sometimes because how much I love myself, how much of myself that I love that I won't allow them to bring me down. And that's real. Because I don't wake up every day wondering what I can pay for to get fixed on my body. And that's just being honest. I don't wake up looking at the flaws. I just wake up and look at it and see what's there. And a lot of people don't do that. And because of that's my outlook on life, it interferes with those that don't live like that. So it's weird. It's very weird. But I live in my truth. Every day when I wake up, I live in my truth. Every day. Every day. I may not say it, but yeah, I live in my truth. The fact that I'm a bastard, I live in my truth. My parents were never married. They were together up until I was 3 years old. And after that point, they co parented. from two different households. I bounced back to back through households my entire life, between my mother's house, my grandmother's house, and with my dad. That's why I'm so dead set on having stability for my kids, and why where I live at right now, we've been here almost 10 years, because I don't want to do that to my babies. I don't want to do that. I don't want them to feel like their mother don't want them, or their mother would rather be out running the streets than worried about them. Yeah, I run the streets with them living here, but they see me every fucking day. I tell them I love them every fucking day, whether it's in their face, or you know how teenagers are these days, they always on their phone. I send it in a group text, or I send kissy lips. Like, listen, I love my kids, all three of them, and my bonus kid, which is my grandson, because that's my son too. His mother look at me crazy. I'd be like, I'm come pick my son up. So, I mean, just honestly, y'all, like, my outlook, and it bothers people. It bothers people. And guess what? This is why I know it's other people out there like me. This is why I do Brickhouse Radio Live, because sometimes I say shit that y'all be thinking and don't want to say. I don't give a fuck. My father taught me that, to not give a fuck. He also taught me how to be strategic. And I try to do that. And thankfully, that has helped me. That has helped me a lot. Because guess what? After the motherfuckers did what they did to me at my last employment, I could have went crazy. And I mean literally, because they didn't know what I was going through at home. But now you snatch my position away from me, not because of my professionalism. You try to use that as an excuse. Um, Not because I wasn't coming to work, not because I wasn't working, not because I was just sitting there doing nothing, not because I wasn't trying to learn or, expand my horizons when it came to my position, because I feel as though I did. I was always trying to better myself when it came to my position. So that's why I was able to fortunately collect unemployment during that time, because I didn't really do anything wrong. You just didn't like me as a person. And that is the only way that you could get me out there. That's fine. I felt it. I felt the animosity. I felt the disdain for me. I'm okay with that. And that's why I came in there fabulous every day, to make sure that I gave you something to be mad at, baby. You had to listen to people sit at my desk and compliment me every day, every day. And I tried to compliment you. I tried to show you some love. I tried to not make you feel left out, even though you were shaped funny and don't have no ass. I tried. Whether it was your shoe game, I always, because I believe in girl power. But it's obvious you were threatened by my black girl magic. And you took an associate of mine, and y'all both came to an agreement about me and never discussed it with me, which is awesome. I'm glad that y'all did that, because y'all made the best decision for me without even including me. But that's cool. That's cool, because it was done very, very underhandedly. And initially, that was my issue with it. It could have been handled differently, but that's fine. Because guess what? Both of y'all assumed a lot of goofy shit, and y'all assumed yourself out of a good friend, and she assumed herself out of a good employee. And that's not my fault at the end of the day, because I didn't make that decision. She did. Because I can't say y'all, but if you knew and didn't say anything, hence the reason why I, I don't even think we're an associate anymore. I don't know what it is, but I appreciate all the love you showed me on social media, even though you unfriended me. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. One thing I'm not going to do is shit on a fan. I'm not going to do that. That's not my style. I want to say thank you to anybody in this world that is still above ground and with us in the physical that has ever done anything to help me or my family. Thank you. Because there are times where you didn't have to. You didn't have to. And we appreciate that. And if don't nobody know, our love language is food. It's food. So usually, you know, we show our love by feeding your ass. So I definitely appreciate everybody that tuned in this morning. Again, sorry for the tardiness. The fucking Wi-Fi is lunching, so I had to go on my phone. But we got through the episode. Thank you. I love y'all so much. Again, gonna have a fire ass episode next week. I will start promoting that within the next 24 to 48 hours. Look forward to seeing y'all next week, and I will make sure I'm back and fabulous, darling. All right. Love y'all. Brick House Radio. Cam out. I'm here for the love, not for the likes, baby. Cam out.